What's up, broskis? Get back to my hopes and dreams. I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Oh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1966 now. What's up, 3clips.13? How's it going? I'm just here doing this live stream. I thought I would do like a new idea where I just basically like, and I can switch it into POV too. So like I'll just put POV like how I usually hold my camera for my videos. But I want to do, how long have I been flipping live blades? I started flipping live blades from the moment that I started flipping. I'm glad to see you're doing good. I started flipping, I think by now it's been almost a year. I started flipping in, I think, May or March, one of the M months of the previous year. So yeah, and I flipped lives from the very beginning. So I mean, I don't recommend that's what you do, but that's how I did it. So, but yeah, if anybody has any questions on tricks to do, I'll 100% cover those, and I'll go into POV. Like, let's say you're like, I'm having trouble. Hey, what's up, Profex? So let's say you're like, hey, I'm having trouble doing this trick, and I'll switch into this view right here, and I'll kind of give like one-on-one tips and stuff like that, you know, just for if anybody has any questions about how to do any one specific trick or anything like that. So I'm going to go into it if that's what you guys are interested in. So, but as far as like general questions, you can ask me anything. Pause. Not some things, maybe not. But yeah, so that's the idea. And I'm probably going to try to do these a little more regularly, just because I think getting it on a schedule will be nice. That way people can like know, like, hey, you know, I want some one-on-one work with somebody or I want some one-on-one work on a certain trick, and I'll just wait till Friday when he live streams, and that way it'll help me. Because one of the things I always wanted to do with my channel was to have people like, okay, if I have a trick, I will always help you with it. I'll always record a video, but it gets harder as time goes on to keep recording videos every time someone asks me. So I wanted to just start having like dedicated sessions where it's like, Volp, Mako, Squiddy, Glowmod, is there any other trainers that you would recommend if I like those? Firefly, Volp, Mako, Squiddy. Those are all aluminum. Those are all really good trainers. I would say, like, if I were you, I would save up for well, it's hard to say too, because if you like clones, like I would say, or if you don't like clones, I would say it's kind of harder, but to save up for maybe something that's in titanium. Let me get that chat open because somebody just said something. Okay. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. This is what I've really been thinking about it for a while. So hopefully it takes off, because I would love to keep doing it. But yeah, like I was saying, I would save up maybe for something titanium so that you can get the feel for it. Oh, if you don't mind clones, then yeah. I mean, if you have like any news from the crackheads, yeah, I'll bring that up in a minute. But yeah, if you don't mind clones, there's a few titanium ones that you can get for the same price of generally of the stuff that you kind of had. Like the Mako's $100. There's tons of titanium clones for $100. So I would try something in titanium if I were you. I don't necessarily endorse clones for everybody, but Aja. Yeah, I actually, like, when I'm at work, I'll put on the album. I'll, like, put the album on and I'll just, like, listen to it. But I'm not to the point to where, like, I can differentiate the songs from each other that much. But I always listen to, like, more classical music whenever I'm at work, because it helps me, like, tone down. Especially because at work, we can't wear headphones anymore. And it's, like, little AirPods or whatever. So I have to listen to my music out loud, and so it's one of those things where like people really do enjoy like hearing me like listen to that type of music. They're like, "Oh, Sonny Boy, this is like from my time or whatever." So I'll always get in there and I'll like talk to them about it. So it's nice because it's a nice switch up, because if I'm listening to like Metallica or something like really loud and shit, you know, they don't really appreciate that as much. I missed a question. Yeah, it is phenomenal. I appreciate the recommendation as well. Let's get this chat going. Any news from the crackheads? Oh yeah. So not particularly any new news from the crackheads from me specifically, but I have had a lot of from my friends and work friends that are talking about the crackheads around where they are. There's this one crackhead that's like notorious. They call her Big Red, I think, and she's like I don't know if she's like a prostitute. It's kind of sad, really, more than anything. But she's like well known in the community, and she's like making her rounds. I guess she disappeared for a while. She's like a local legend. Like local legends are just people that are like known. Like there's one from the town that I used to live in called the Sun God, and he was basically like this old man who was like all tan and shit, and he would go around doing pull ups on trees and stuff. And they called him the Sun God because he was just like tan, some old man. But yeah, pretty cool. Let me see what else there was. But yeah, I guess that's everything. But yeah, and so that's pretty much what's been going on with me. Trying to think. I've been trying to learn this damn I've been trying to learn a lot of new advanced tricks. I find that having a Kraken actually like really helps out with me like trying to learn advanced tricks. And the good thing is that I've flipped this thing and dropped it so much now that it's not really all that sharp anymore. So if it touches me, it doesn't cut me. It just like it just like it can cut me, but it doesn't really cut me that much. So like I feel a lot more free to practice like certain types of tricks and stuff like that. Like I've been doing the 0G, practicing the 0G a lot. I found that it's really nice to, when you throw it, instead of throwing it like flat, you almost want to throw it with an angle like this. Red Krakens. Yeah, I like the Red Kraken colorway. I was this close to getting a pink Kraken with the blacked out blade, but the sale just didn't go through and I got this one instead. When do the pink Krakens drop? I know Squid does drops every so often. Oh, orientation lock. Whatever. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Oh. You guys use Balisong Sale? Do you ever use the Balisong Sale tag? I always feel sketched out. I've never been scammed yet, but I've been seeing so much scam stuff, so I'm like kind of nervous about that. Did you guys see Balisong Flipping's most recent video? It's kind of concerning. He looks like he's like not all right or like unhinged or something. I kind of want to message him and be like, oh yeah, hello flippers, hello flippers. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, basically he goes in there and he's like, if you have a problem, if something's wrong or something's not going right for you in the community, just blame me. Everybody blames me or something like that. And I just was like, what? So I hope he's all right. I might text him, but also like I don't know if sometimes I feel like I like bother him because I don't want to like text him and then he's got something going on. I don't know. Like it's so weird with him because you never know what he's on. Like I feel like he is joking, but then like there's like some like undertones where it's like I feel like he might not be all right. Like not in the sense of like not mentally all right, but just like I feel like if you're a channel that big and the fact that everybody's so rude to him and stuff, I feel like it weighs on him. And I just want to be like kind of like, especially how he threw the ball. Yeah, and recording in the dark too. Yeah. And yeah, people say he's a bad flipper. I mean, he's not like the most profound flipper. He's not like doing all these crazy tricks, but it's like, what is a bad flipper? You know what I mean? Like that's so like subjective. Yeah, he enjoys it. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. I enjoy watching his content, and really and honestly, like it's him. You know what I'm saying? That's his style. That's his thing. He a lot of the stuff that he does is all his own style. Like it has nothing to do with like trying to be someone else. It's like it's not like he's trying to be Paper or he's trying to be Will Hirsch or anybody. He's got his own style going on. But I just hope he's okay. I'll probably shoot him a text after this and be like, hey man, are you all right? And see how he's doing, because sometimes people just want to get checked on. Like if you had a mental problem, or if you had, I'm not saying he does, by the way, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like if you had problems within your own self and people were saying this, saying that, it's like you feel almost like you can't go to anybody, or you feel like it'd just be like wrong to go to somebody. Whoa. But that's why it's like always important to check in with other people, because sometimes, or most of the times, they're not going to say anything on their own. They're not going to be like, I really need help, or I really this. So even if they say you're corny, like if you check in on one of your friends or somebody and you're like, hey, are you all right? Like, yeah, of course I'm all right, weirdo. It's like, okay, you can take a little bit of heat just to be the one, just to be able to say, hey, just it's all ego. You know what I'm saying? It's all ego when it comes to that. But yeah. We're getting deep right off the rip, huh? Who do you guys think is a good flipper? A lot better to seem weird instead of it being too late. Exactly, 100% coffee drinks. That is so true. That's like what I was trying to say, but I'm not like as well articulated as you are. But yeah, basically, yeah, like what does it cost you just to seem weird for a little bit? It's like nobody's gonna say much of anything, and then at that point it's just like, you know, you want to look out for people. Because you don't want to be that person that, you know, regrets not saying something or something along those lines. But you know, we're talking about Balisong flipping, his flipping style. Who is somebody that you guys think is a good flipper? Who's like y'all's favorite flipper at the time? Oh my god. I've been watching a lot of really good channels, man. There's people out there that are just too good. Like, the more I try to learn, the more I watch, and it's just like I can't keep up with all of the good flippers, man. Like, they're Paper, yes, Paper's good. He's like what is it? Bushi, that's a cool name. He's just like, he's got that style where the flow is just. Balisong Sam is one of my favorite all-time YouTubers ever. He's literally in my top 3. In my video where I say like where I draw my inspiration from, he's one of the main ones. And this trick that I do right here, and it's basically become like one of my most iconic tricks. Not that I'm like iconic or anything, but like one of the tricks that like is patented of my style, doing this right here and then turning it like that with the Z choker into the scissor. Oh my god. At least I could land it. Here. Oh, sorry, orientation lock. Flipping it like that. Boom, boom. And then doing that. Oh my god. Well, you guys see you know what I mean. I learned that from Balisong Sam. Just the Z choker part of it, and it just ever since then I just been doing that. But oh, hold on, I got a message here. What's up, Pyro Flips? How's it going, player? Balisong Sam does a reverse choker. Yeah. I've seen him do a few of those. Clean. Hello Flippers. What's up, Hello Flippers? Can I do a double scissor? No, but I can give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go. Let me switch over to a trainer because I don't really ever try that. To my understanding, it's basically like you hit a scissor and then that same kind of like loose grip. That same kind of loose grip that you do where you catch to almost like do like a giraffe where you kind of have to have like a looser grip to let it rotate. You just have the same type of grip, but let it kind of come up in the air. That's how I imagine it, because I've accidentally done like almost a double scissor before when I'm practicing. So that might be something I'm going to try it here in a minute. After I answer this question that I saw, is it just me or harder to flip while recording? 100% it's harder to flip while recording. I always flip, like I always hold my phone on all my videos. Like I don't have a head mount, so I'm literally like, when you see me recording video, like if you were to watch it, it's literally like this. I'm just doing this in all my videos and doing that. And it's definitely harder because like the positioning of my arm makes it hard to kind of like do some tricks or like move certain ways. But yeah, let me try to hit this double scissor. Try to turn this. Yeah, bring this. I don't have like a fancy setup or anything, so. All right. But yeah, yeah, your arm gets sore. 100%. Yeah, that's one of the worst ones that I have. Do you do the double scissor off do you start with the bite handle or the safe handle? It's a bite handle scissor to start, right? Because let's see if you came here. Oh my god. Hang it up like that. And then you phone holder for streams. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah. I told my girlfriend too that I would stop spending so much money on Balisongs. So I have to stop because I bought so much shit. Like it's like ridiculous. I mean, I bought the Kraken and I bought this, and so you can do the math on what that is right there. You can do safe handle. So let me see. If I start off here and I get into the scissor and I catch it here, then I would just catch it and then throw it up again from here. And then, oh yeah, you could, because it goes to the same handle, huh? Egg sandwich? What's for dinner? Egg sandwich for dinner? That's kind of cool. I really don't like breakfast for dinner usually, but I love eggs. How many eggs are you putting on the sandwich? Or are you gonna deep fry them? Or I don't care what anybody says. The best way to have eggs is fried eggs or like the over easy eggs. That's the way to do it. Man, I keep getting distracted from the scissor. Okay, here. Oh my god, I'm on one today. And this is like, I will literally sit down. Two, that's a good amount. Hard-boiled egg sandwiches? No, I haven't. I mean, I will try it. It's not like I wouldn't try it, but I'm just like, to me, I'm like, Boiled eggs sometimes make my stomach hurt because they're so like filling, and it's just like a lot of ow. I have cuts on my hands. Look at this. They're not cuts from balisongs. They're cuts from my hands being too dry. So like see all these, it's like cracks in my hands, and so when I flip, sometimes it'll hit my hands and it just hurts. Sorry for the grotesque pictures and all that. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on one of Balisong Sam's posts, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna become the most swole flipper, and I'm gonna take your place on the throne. Because I don't know if you guys have seen Balisong Sam's Instagram, but he's actually pretty swole. Yeah, it does hurt when I wash my hands. It hurts when I do the dishes. It hurts when I do basically anything. But I'm just like, it's whatever. It's not like the kind of pain where you're like, oh, retching in pain. It's just like, oh, a little bit of burn, and then it's whatever. You know what I mean? It's not like real pain. I flung it. But yeah, I told Balisong Sam that I was gonna become the. He is a Giga Chad. He is. He's got that swole physique. Oh. And so that's what I told him. I was like, I'm gonna become the next most swole and take your place. So I've been working on it. Really, one thing about Balisong Sam is he's very like lean. Like I've got probably, I would say like probably maybe the same amount of muscle or more muscle than he has, but I have like a pooch. You know what I'm saying? So annoying type of pain. Yeah, exactly. It's like the kind of pain where it's just like. It's like a burn, like it's like I'll forget about it, and then like I'll put on hand sanitizer or something, and I'll be like, "What the hell?" You know, and then I remember that I'm an idiot and I don't moisturize my hands. Sit when I'm trying to learn. Thank you for the W gains. I will sit here and I'll try to learn a trick for like legit like 2-3 hours, and I will sit here and I'm literally just doing this nonstop, just messing up. I'm so glad I switched over to the trainer too for this double scissor because. I don't really know how to. If I would have already cut myself. Can any of you guys double scissor? Do you have tips for me? I saw Ty from Blade Bias trying to do it. You know, sometimes I wonder if the Blade Bias boys like okay, like I know that they don't like Balisong flipping, and I like them, and I like Balisong flipping, and sometimes I wonder if like if they hear like that I like Balisong flipping, if they're like. We don't approve of that guy anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would take them to be the type to do something petty like that, but I always wonder. You know what I'm saying? But all that aside, I wonder. I saw Ty trying to do a double scissor the other day. I wonder if he ever got it down. He could give me some tips. Oh man. Gotta spread the peace. Yeah, gotta spread the peace is right. Yeah, I don't really like how much negativity there is in this community. Like I feel like a lot of people are like really rude to each other for no reason, and I don't know. But then again, people are just joking. Sometimes it goes over people's heads. Why is he so hated though? I know he said something. I don't know what. I have tried to double scissor before. I almost hit it. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you land a double, if you guys can land a double scissor, just tag me in it. Like tag me in the post. I would love to see it. And also, when I see people landing tricks, I always slow them down and watch it. Yeah, I talked to him on the phone about the whole controversy about the N-word thing. According to him, right? And I don't really know because I wasn't really in the community at the time, but according to him, it's like a big misunderstanding. And I don't know, he can go into detail on it if he wants about how all that went down. You know what I'm saying? The way I see it is like I'm just gonna take somebody at their word. Like I tend to think that most people are not like bad people. Like I tend to think like realistically, you really think he's racist? Like do you really think he's just like some horrible person, or do you think maybe even at worst case scenario maybe there was a slip up or something? I don't really know, but the fact that I don't know just kind of makes me feel like maybe cut the guy some slack or something. But I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously I don't support racism or anything like that. I feel like I shouldn't even have to say that. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I might give up on this double scissors right now. It's a trick that I've always thought was like, oh, good, like the way it looks. You don't care if he said something wrong. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people have that opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everyone makes mistakes, but it's irrational to go this far. Yeah, true. Yeah, some things are you can't really get away with it, no matter if it's one offense or whatever. You know, I don't really know. Yeah, because nobody ever said it's something wrong in their life. True. Yeah, everybody has said something. I don't care who you are. Everybody has said something where they're like, "Oh man, I probably shouldn't have said that." You know what I mean? So who knows? You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I really don't want to like talk too much about it just because it's like that's all his business. I don't want to like be like, did you hear what Cam Flipper Ship said about Battle Song flipping on the stream or some shit like that? Because I like Battle Song flipping and I like all the guys on Blade Bias, Will Hirsch, all them, and whoever else was involved in that whole thing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Um, the most overrated trick ever is a parabolic. It's like it it doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see people and they hit it and they're like, "Oh, look at this." You know what I'm saying? Like I always thought like it's just a weird looking trick. It's kind of like out of place or whatever. And it's just like, why? You know what I mean? Hello, Samar Vlogs. Samar Vlogs always leaves the nicest comments. I'm glad you're here, Samar Vlogs. Wow, 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 wow. What do you guys? What's your EDC Bally? You thought so too for a while. You thought what for a while? Oh, the parabolics, yeah. Oh, you're 9 years old? Okay, Samar Vlogs, 9 years old, huh? I am 23 years old. Parabolics are lame. Yeah. I mean, if oh, you were saying that you thought they were lame and now you can do them. I mean, hey, if you can find a way to work in your style and make it look cool, I think it's like, hey, more power to you. Like I saw a video the other day where a guy did like a parabolic, and like you know how like Ethan from Blade Bias does that thing where he catches it like that and then rolls out the Z choker. It's like that, and then he rolls out the Z choker. Some guy did it, but instead of with a regular aerial like catching it, he did like a parabolic, and it looked really cool. So I mean, you can make it work. You know what I mean? It's just depends on your particular like your style and if you can make it work. I mean, I don't think it couldn't look cool. I just didn't think I could make it look cool, and I don't really like the way they look. I'm like the same as Battle Song flipping in that way, where like if I think something doesn't look cool, I kind of don't really like practice it. Double scissor though, I really should like learn it at some point because it definitely looks cool. I don't know. I go back and forth on it because it's like all those tricks where like you see guys and they like it's going so fast and there's so much going on, and I'm like always wondering to myself like, man, like is it worth it to like you can't even really see what's going on? You just did the Z choker thing first try, this catch right here, the dun, 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 that. I didn't create that. That's Ethan from Blade Bias, but yeah, that's very cool. It's one of those tricks where it like 9-year-old and you flip the squiddy? Hell yeah. Hey, this I want a squiddy actually really bad, man. I think they're actually probably like I know they're like they say that they're overrated, but they're so iconic. So cool that you have such an iconic battle song. And 9 years old, like a lot of people think that like 9 year olds or like younger kids are like, oh, people like write them off like they don't know anything, but like dude, when you're 9 years old, you already know a lot. Like people, kids are so smart. I'm not saying like you're a kid or whatever, but like younger people are so smart. Like that's one thing I always have trouble when people are rude to children or like rude to younger people because they think they don't know anything. It's like you don't realize, man. Younger people are so smart. Like people that are younger than me constantly surprise me with how smart they are. They're just I think people just don't want to understand them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people just they don't understand they're not on the same wavelength. Like I think if people oh keep yes sir. No, but if people understood like how smart kids are, I think that would be like I think that would really kind of like change some of the way that like younger and older generations look at each other. A Mako V4.5. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Ameko would be a really good choice actually. I think that's a huge step up from the Squiddy, obviously. I think once you get the Mako, it'll be one of those battle songs that you can really start to learn a lot of tricks on. Like it just like there comes a time when you get a certain battle song and it just basically like ups your flipping abilities to like a whole nother level. And so I think the Squiddy is one of those where it's gonna do that for you. Oh, you're thinking of buying a Squiddy, you don't have one. Yeah, the Mako's gonna be slippery. Yeah, I was gonna get you guys a Mako for the giveaway, but then I went ahead and got the Lucha just because like hold on. For one, it's just going to be a lot sturdier. Two, this is all personal, but I think it looks better. I think it looks a lot better. What's up, Resin? What are you up to, brother? Resin, me and you have a very similar Balisong collection, actually. I realized that the other day. But yeah, so the reason why I chose the Lucha was just because like I think it's sturdier. The Mako's gonna have like a little bit better of like a more of like a traditional flipper style balance, but I think the Lucha is sturdier. I think it's looks better, and I think like it'll serve a beginner a lot better. Now, I don't necessarily know like if you're advanced and you get it. I mean, you could always sell it. Like I always said, like the last guy, whenever he got his Balisong, he was like, when I did the Volt giveaway, he was like, I forget the name of who it was, but he was basically like, oh man, I have one already. Like I might just give it away. And I was like, yeah, man, you could sell it or whatever. And he was like, I want to give it to somebody who doesn't have one, you know, like a real standout guy. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up just keeping it and giving it to one of his friends. So that's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? I also thought about doing a tutorial. Let me see what the comments are saying because I haven't. A little bit slippery, a little bit thinking about squiddy. If you start flipping at a young age, you can get really good. 100%. Yeah. The younger you start on any particular talent that you do, the more you can like really get good pretty fast. A lot of it, like a lot of younger people, like all the Olympic athletes and stuff. I know this is like a complete like different type of tangent, but like all those Olympic athletes and stuff, they all start young because they just like it's a lot easier that way. Hey, Ghost Rob, what's up? I would take a Mako 4.5 or a Fly Tie Lucha personally. I think the squiddy quality is better than the Fly Tie skill set. Squid quality, yeah, maybe so. I think I'm just speaking to overall durability. I mean, I would say that, like I was gonna say, Squid has a pretty good finish on their products, but what I'm thinking is like, okay, like for example, it's on washers, right? You drop it a few times, whatever, it's going to start to get tapped and it's going to start to kind of deteriorate. With something like this, you have so much sturdiness that it's like you could probably drop it 1,000 times and it'll still be serving you. And so, like for somebody who's a beginner, that was my thought process at least. I mean, hey, you know, agree to disagree, or you could be right. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I decided to go ahead and go with. And whenever we do the next go around, when I have 2,000 followers for a giveaway, I'll probably do something a little nicer, or something. I probably will do something Squid Industries because everything that I've ever felt and had from them has been high quality. Stock Live Blade Lucha. Yeah, they're too heavy is right. Yeah, 100%. I have the stock handles for the Lucha, and of course I'm going to switch them over for my review when I do every single Lucha. But I'm not really looking forward to it because it doesn't really flip good on stock handles. Yeah, the splatter scales do help hide drops well. Yeah, the weight of the Lucha is pretty heavy, yeah. I mean, I'll have to say I'm a pretty biased person because I actually like all the Kershaw Luchas except for the very stock. Goat Throb, you finally got a new phone? Good, good. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos. There was one that I wanted to talk about earlier. I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, when I do the giveaway on the later one, I'm going to try to do something a little bit nicer, a little bit higher in price range, and probably something Squid Industries. Maybe like the V4 what's it called? You guys know what I'm talking about. The V4 one. I wanted to show you guys this I saw somebody wanted a tutorial on that move right there, which is not one that I do, but it's one that Telestro does, where it's like a cheat. It's the same type of cheat choker that goes into the backhand fan, but it's a cheat choker that goes into a palm fan because you go with an extra rotation and you end up here and you flick it up and do that. But it's kind of weird because like the way he does it is with the reverse choker, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the regular choker. And it's just like that, and then you come up with it. Squid is dropping a live blade blemish Krakens at the moment, if y'all don't know. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the update. How much are they? I don't know how much Squid's blemish stuff goes for. But yeah, the 237 plus. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's not bad, I guess, because they go 270 right for the regular. Almost hit myself in the face. Guess, okay, guys. Guess in the chat how much I paid for this. This, when I got it, it was 100% mint. There was not a blemish on it. Bowie Kraken, and it's just all silver. Some are overpriced. Example, Tsunami. Yeah, I would never buy a Tsunami even if I had the money. Squid. I think generally Squid Industries is actually pretty good about their pricing considering what you're getting. But yeah, trying to get a Tonto Red dual tone. You like the dual tone? I don't like the dual tone. 110. Damn. No, I didn't get it for 110. That's if I got it for 110, I would be sitting here celebrating. I bought a few pails over a Nami. What's a pail? What is that? Like a bucket? You talking about? 248, 200, 210. Resin, you're right. I got it for 210. I got a really good deal on it. Palatheus. Oh, okay. The Wraith or whatever. I'm really not educated in the Balisong. I'm more educated in the Balisong flipping than the Balisong collecting hobby. And it just has to do because, like, for me, like, the whole, like, collecting, it's a good deal, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm glad somebody is, like, noticing. But yeah, no, I got lucky with this one. I just talked the guy down and, ended up, I thought he was going to scam me from how bad I talked him down, but he's a good guy, so. Wow. He was doing all types of sales. He had, like, 3 Krakens, and I was just like, man, I wonder what's going on with them. It's kind of weird because I like collecting more than flipping, but I primarily flip instead of collect. Well, hey, we all primary flip instead of collect because of the pricing. I mean, like, really, if you want to be a Balisong collector and you want to, like, get into the collecting space, you need to have, like, thousands of dollars of disposable income every single month. Yeah, some of Squid stuff is overpriced. I know a little bit about collecting because I see videos. Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, I will keep up with some of this. Like, obviously, Blade Bias is more, like, I would say they're more collecting focused than they are flipping focused. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but, like, I would say, like, they're not making tutorials. They're not, like, doing the most highest level of flipping, but they do get sent free Balisongs all the time to review them. So I would say, like, that's more collecting than that is flipping. They review Balisongs more than they really talk about aspects of flipping, at least to my thinking or whatever. So I would say they're more on the collecting side, and they're one of the best to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like, I think it's like they're becoming like 2 separate facets of the hobby because there's so much to keep up with now. Where it's like the average person used to be able to just, like, do both, but now it's getting to the point where it's like, oh, did you hear about this new Balisong that dropped? Oh, did you hear about that other Balisong that dropped? And I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, like, how much money can I spend? You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, when I got the Kraken, it just kind of changed things for me because I was just like, well, this is, like, all I need. Just went back in time and built a 62 fly tie that I'm currently beating Elliot. Oh, what a fucking gangster. Ooh, I shouldn't have cussed, but yeah, what a gangster, man. I love the old Benchmade knives. I only buy lives because I feel silly sometimes spending $200 on a knife that can't even cut anything. I'm gonna have to say I disagree with that logic, respectfully, of course. Just because, sorry about the volume of the AC now, because, like, if you like lives, like, if you use your knives, like, for me, like, I take these things to work and I cut boxes with them and drop them on concrete like a buffoon, but I cut boxes and stuff, and I'll always carry them with me and use them like actual knives. Like, today I was carrying the Lucha. And so, like, hey, what's up, Clamps? What's up, man? How you doing? That's where I got my Volt, by the way, guy. That guy right there. But, yeah, so, if you like to use it as a knife, then use it as a knife. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't feel wrong spending $200 on a trainer. The value that you would get from it being a live blade would be if you're going to use it as a knife. But there's no extra added value just from it being a live blade. There's no, like, inherent value. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it goes down because you're, like, not enjoying it as much because you're scared to flip it or whatever. I live in India. No one's country is known for Balisong flipping, and Balisongs are legal in India. Hey, and India is a big, huge, beautiful country, too. So, like, I think, like, it should be... And also, it's closer to, like... is it closer to the Philippines? It is, right? Than here. Well, anyways... I feel like Balisong flipping should be more popular in India, especially if they're all legal. I mean, and you got to think like I would think there's probably, especially because like over here everybody's got the social media and all that stuff. Like I don't know how India is, but like I would imagine that there's probably some flippers in India that are secretly like really good. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't really like make as much content. Because everything like Bally Comp and all that stuff that's like around here, it's all based here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like if there really was a top tier flipper in India, we really wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? Let's read some of these. I have 2 reps, an Astro Spy, and a Sandwich Reaper on the way. Dude, I can't wait to see those. That's going to be awesome. Especially, I don't know why I have a soft spot for sandwich knives. I'm excited to see the Reaper. The Spy is cool too. Carry a trainer for flipping. Yeah. Carry a pocket knife and a trainer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I suppose. I mean, Trash Can, what's up, Trash Can? How are you doing today? I tell myself that I'm training by using a trainer to make myself feel a little better. Yeah, it's like we're training. They should call trainers Balisongs, and they should call live blades. That's what I think, because I think Balisong trainer, I mean, at least with the way our hobby's going. I bought a Redford RUT sack and dagger for work. To be honest, Goat Throb, I don't know what that is. So, I mean, what's up, Fuji Flips? How's it going? Sorry it took me so long to say hi. So wonky. I collect live blades, beat my trainers. That's smart. That's actually really smart. I like that, actually. Because the live blades have so much more like ability to get jacked up from like using them. Like this one's already tipped. But then like beating the trainers, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, where are we? Yuppie Kraken clone. Yeah, somebody said it's 7075 aluminum, right? That's what it is. So that's kind of cool. I only know about that because somebody told me down in my comments about it. And I was like, oh, cool, you know? Every time I ruin a grind, I get sad. Yeah, me too. I sometimes resharpen them and then, like, I'll drop it, like, 5 seconds later. Everything I touch turns into a beater. That is so true. Who said that? Coffee drinks, everything I touch turns into a beater? 100%, yeah. $52, 7075 aluminum, just bought it. Oh, cool. I'm excited to see how it looks. I'm excited to see how it turns out, you know what I mean? It's good that there's options out there for people who want the Kraken feel, but they don't want to like pay like, I mean, $275 is a lot of money. My Medusa has a lot of scuffs. I like that. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I respect you for using the Medusa. I mean, honestly, right? Because I mean, it's yours, right? You can do whatever you want with it. It's kind of a boss move. I'm up to date on my knowledge on clones, or so I think. Yeah, I haven't really kept up to date with any clones. I decided that I kind of want to like not really deal with clones as much. Just I want to test out the market of just not buying clones. I got like 5 Krakens in rotation at the moment. Those things are effing cracked. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Is like this is all you need. Like I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna get really good with this, and then somewhere down the line I'll start buying and collecting again. But like I just want to like get good. You know what I'm saying? Like the Kraken is like the most like it's just everything. And really, honestly, I bought the Bowie because I know that like a lot of my tricks will use handle bias, but I'm kind of regretting it because sometimes I wish that I could have felt the Kraken, like the classic Tonto Kraken. I feel like the balance would be better, like for me, for what I like, because I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, really, I do fan a lot. Let me see. I'm going to start Balisong flipping, and I want a good trainer for $100. I could buy a glider Balisong. They're always out of stock. $100. Guys, in the chat, can you help out Samar Vlogs? What's a good $100 Balisong? Obviously, the Mako. There's one that was just recently coming out. Max Ace is making a Balisong that's like aluminum, like 7075 aluminum that they're gonna do. That's I cannot do Murnax ladders. No. Yeah, pretty much any clone will be under $100. So you could go with the clone if you like. The only thing about clones is just that like I would just worry about like getting scammed from a store. Like nobody's scamming you for Balisongs here in the US unless it's on Balisong sale, but if you get it from the manufacturer or like Amazon, I wouldn't be against getting a Volp. I don't know how you guys feel about the Volp. I've seen a lot of bad stuff about the Volp, like people talk about it in a bad way. I love the Volp. I mean, where is my Volp? I don't know what I did with the Volp, but let's see. Go for the wave rather than the Volt, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't tried the wave. I've heard good things about it, though. It's out already. Max Ace Phantom, yes. I would recommend getting the Max Ace Phantom. A beater squid trainer? Yeah, you probably actually could, yeah. Clamp said something about clones that I wanted to read earlier. Squiddy B is cool. I wouldn't recommend the Squiddy B for... I mean, I think everyone should have one, but I wouldn't recommend it, like, right now. I'd rather buy one great knife than 5 okay ones. Dude, that is 100% how I feel. I really... And look, it's nothing against clones. Some clones I even feel tempted to buy now, but that's pretty much where I'm coming from when Clamp said that. That's 100% how I feel. I have a Volp in and out of rotation. It's my only sub 70 ballot, and it keeps up damn well. Yeah, it keeps up well. You can do so many things on the Volp. You guys want a cheese stick? Wave is sold out. Yeah, if you want something that's gone, use it. Armshark Kraken. The Bally plus Kraken is really good. Kind of slippery. Yeah, the Volp is slippery. That's its #1 problem. Buy ones, cry ones. The Zen pins in my Volp haven't fallen out, and my thing's beat to hell, so. Hair resin. This is a good Valsong for $100 if you like clones. The Monarch clone. This thing's got a really good balance. It's a little heavier. Trash can, cheese stick. Nom. Alright. How many total bellas you got? I don't really know. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've been getting rid of a lot of Valsongs. I think I have like 10. Dude, you know what you could also get? The Alien. I don't know if you want a live blade or a trainer, but the Alien is a really good flipper. If you get these little grip tapes that I put on here, it flips insane. Dang, your Zen pins fell out on the wave. That sucks. You're gonna have to say something to RC at the next Blade show. Hey, what'd you do? Why? You know what I mean? Armshark has perfect tolerance. Yeah, Armshark has like really weird, like really good tolerances, surprisingly. Oh, peel it then eat it. Oh, yeah, that's how people. That's how people do it, right? Yeah, you're right. Let me peel this hitter. Sorry that you guys are just watching me eat. The Alien flips so strangely. No, dude. Yes, it flips strangely like at first, but you can get used to it. And once you do, it's cracked as hell. Heaviest blade, yeah. You prefer the Falcon? You can get the Falcon too. The Falcon's a good Valsong. I find that for me, the Falcon's the one that flips weird. It's funny how subjective it all is, but like, if you're gonna get the Falcon, get the trainer one, because I feel like the balance on the trainer is so much better than the live blade. Oh, God, my waves in. The most terrible Bally I have, probably my Squid Industry Tsunami. Let me go get it. You still think the Alien's weird? Yeah, the Alien's sharp. It cut me the other day, actually. Alien's slippery? Yeah, it is slippery. If you don't have any, if you don't mod it, it's not really good. Squint Industries. The Live Blade Falcon tip is insane. Here's my best Valsong, or my worst Valsong. My Tsunami. The Alien has the weirdest shape. Yeah, the Alien's just a cursed-ass Valsong. You know, this Valsong's really good for learning backhand fans. It backhand fans really well. Can I flip my offhand? No. I don't really like doubles. I don't really understand the point of flipping with 2 hands. Not that it's cool if you can do it. I'm not knocking it, but I just don't think it's like my thing. Like I just like the only person I've seen do doubles that it didn't just look weird and awkward was James Hill. Like James Hill can just boom, boom, boom. But like when I see somebody that's like, let's say they're like in this hand, they're doing all these crazy tricks and like bugging out and doing all the whatever, whatever, this, that, and just going absolutely dummy on the ballad song. And on this hand, they're like doing a twirl and a Chaplin. Ah! It's like, I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. I like using second hand for transfers but not doubles. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That I would do that, yeah, if I had a head mount cam. 50 ballad songs by the end of the year. Coffee drinks, that's my grail. Yeah, maybe I'll give it away. Is that a mosquito? Ugh. Second hand for transfers, like if I was like, oh, look at me, I'm doing this right here. Roll it around like that. And then oh, shit. What's a trick I should learn after the choker fan? Oh, that's actually a really good point. Okay, let me switch over to the POV mood. I want a Filipino ballad song. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop looking at the chat for a second because I'm gonna show this thing. Okay, so let me go into this little area over here because it's like got baby powder. I go in this area over here so that you can kind of like see the separation of the handles better. But basically, like after you learn the choker fan, there's a lot of things that you can go into like from that position. So like just to list a few, like you can go from the choker fan into like this like rotation around here and come around like that and switch into these fingers and do this underhand. So like sometimes I'll do it like it's choker fan, roll it around, come around like that, and come into that underhand fan. You can also learn to do the choker fan into like ballad song clippings backhand fan, like that cheat choker into the backhand fan, like that. Whoop. You can also do the same rotation that I did to get around to like this and then flick it up like that. You can also use that same type of rotation to do a backhand fan where you flip it around and then come up like that. See that? I'm trying to think what else you can do off the choker fan. Oh, shit. So you can also do a choker fan into an aerial. So all it is like, this is actually what I would recommend. Choker fan, you roll it around, right? And basically like, this is where you finish off, right? You want to like pull down with this ring finger and just kind of rotate your wrist. So notice how your wrist rotates around. You rotate your wrist around and you're coming down right here. And then all you want to do is just replace your thumb and move these fingers. So it kind of happens all simultaneously. It's like comes around like that. And then this thumb comes under. And then these fingers are now the ones. And then you can do an aerial. And what I like to do is I'll do that and then into the scissor. So like all together, it's kind of like a cool combo because you're like, you're doing your thing. You choker fan, hit it real quick, scissor, and then you can go back into like whatever types of combos you want to do from it. Those are the ones I would recommend. And that's all more so my style. There's a lot of things you can do. Like I've seen people do like choker fan, like a choker fan, like this, and then go into like a aerial or something, like where you catch it. Sorry, I was on the bite handle. I bet you I can choker fan, aerial, pinky catch, come around like that, and then yeah, I don't know, but sort of some little tips that you can do. So yeah, that's for that. Let me check the comments now. 29 more. That's a lot of ballad songs, Clamps. Are you rich? Ballad song got me addicted to the backhand fan from it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Choker to reverse choker to aerial. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that people do that before. It's kind of cool. Isn't that sharp? I'm calling the police. Who says that? And also too, Perfects or whoever asked me about the choker fan, if you want like any specific work on it, like if you want me to really, really go into it, try them out. And then if you have trouble with it, just shoot me like a comment on one of my videos and say like, hey, I want to do this specific one. If you could teach me it, and I'll do a video on it. Because I really do like helping people out. I did not find anybody to buy the Demon yet, no. And I don't think anybody's going to just because of the condition of it. But it's fine because, I mean, I like it. I like the way it is, you know what I'm saying? So I might just keep flipping it. How do I stop hitting my wrist during backhand fans? Okay, so this one's kind of, and I went into this on my, I have a tutorial on it, but I'll kind of go over it here. Because I always think of new things whenever I do it, but like, it just depends on the position. If it's still for sale and you want to buy it, yeah, just message me on Instagram and we'll work something out if you're interested. Thanks for that, Clamps. But yeah, so when you come into it, like if you're doing it Balisong flipping style, the number one thing to remember is like finding it in the right spot, because like let's say you have it here and you're further down on the handle. When you come down, when you rotate it, it wants to hit your hand. It wants to hit your hand. See what I'm saying? So like if you'll notice, like if I have it further down on the handle and I come back like this, it can come and it's gonna want to hit that part. Versus if I kind of like choke up more, see how I'm like more choked up? Now it's not, see how it's not hanging anymore? It's like in the spot. See that? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Get on the, more like on the pivots. Like if you're here, it's gonna rotate and hit. It doesn't want to come out clean. But if you're here, notice how immediately the trajectory of it kind of changes. That's why like a lot of people will tell you to rev your wrist. It's not because it's any sort of like special movement, but it's because like notice how my hand is here, but when I rev, it straightens out. So here, and it's liable to get hit like that, versus here, it's straightened out. Yeah, you might get pinched if you get too close, yeah, of course. But yeah. And then you can come down a little bit. Like sometimes if I know that I'm on the bite handle and I want to roll that triple combo out, I'll come down a little lower so it doesn't, hit me with the blade. But yeah, that's my number one tip, I would say. Oh fuck, I knocked over the baby powder. Sometimes do the backhand fan from the time I never noticed that. Yeah, it's just a little something. I mean, there's a lot of like little things that like when you learn a trick that you start to realize. And I try to like remember all those things when I make a video or like a tutorial video, but it's hard because there's just like so much stuff to cover, and most of the stuff I do off the cuff. So, but yeah, that's just one little thing for the backhand fan at least. Sometimes I get pinched. Gotta get them pinched. Okay, thanks. Stop the wrist. Isn't that sharp? I'm calling the police. All right. Well, guys, I've been on here for, I would say, almost about an hour, 51 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dip. If nobody has any more questions on the, like, any technique stuff, and I'm going to probably try to just do this probably once a week. So, if there's anything I missed out, just next week, I'll be on here again, and we'll do it. I'm thinking of putting all my Balisongs away and just flipping one for a month, but IDK which one to pick. You should do one of your Tonto Krakens, one of the more beat ones, I would say. Irate Great was fun. Don't you have a blog to be working on? Hey, okay, I was going to ask you, Jake, is it like all text submissions? Because I saw on there it was like look like all text submissions. So I was like, is that what it is? Or is it videos? Because I've seen videos that people do, but I've also seen text submissions. I mean, I'll write up a text submission right now, but I just didn't know what it was, and I don't use Discord much, so that's on me. Text, photo, and link to your channel. Okay. I'll have it to you, what's today? I'll have it to you before too long. I put a Tsunami blade on the Kraken Hills, actually flips well. Huh, cool. All right, y'all. I am out. I will see you, next week, and then obviously in my next video. So thank you guys for tuning in so much. Rock on.